Greetings to everyone. Myself, Dr. M. Harianand, working as Associate Professor in Department of Civil Engineering in Mari Lakshman Reddy Institute of Technology and Management. It is an autonomous institution located at Dundukal, Hyderabad. I am handling the subject of surveying and geomatics to the second year civil engineering students. Today we are going to discuss about what is bearing, what is forebearing and what is back bearing, what is included angle, and if there is any rectification in included angle, how to do that correction, and what is local attraction, how the way we are going to rectify it, that we are going to discuss by today. Now we can go for topic. What is bearing? Bearing is the angle of line with respect to the magnetic north and south, that is a baseline, that is called our bearing. For example, this is the magnetic north by the compass, and here we are having the line AB. So for the line AB, what is the angle it can have with respect to the magnetic north? That angle theta is called bearing of a line. Now what is forebearing? If we are going to take the angle, or we are going to take the measuring the bearing for the line A to B, that is in forward direction, then the angle is called as forebearing. Similar way, if you are, that is, if you are going to take the angle for the line AB, then it is called as forebearing. Similar way, if you are going to take the angle for the line from B to A, then it is called back bearing. The difference between these two angles should be 180 degree, since it is a straight line. So whatever the angle we can have from here, and whatever the angle we can have here, that is theta 1 and theta 2, that is theta 1 is forebearing, that is the angle measured from for the line A to B, that is theta 1. So theta 2 is the angle measured to the line AB from B to A. So the difference between these two angles, that is theta 1 difference theta 2, should be equal to 180 degree. If there is no any local attraction there, okay, now so we will discuss about what is local attraction and later. So here in the figure, the measurement has been taken to the line AB from A to B. From A, they have fixed the instrument, so that they have measured the angle for the line A to B from A is called theta. This is called forebearing. For the same line, they have shifted the instrument to the point B. Okay, and they are going to read the reading for the line BA. Then it should be called as back bearing. This is called forebearing, and here it is called back bearing. So the difference between these two lines, these two angles, is equal to 180 degree. Now we can go for traverse. What is traverse? So a series of connected lines is called traverse. It may be closed or open traverse. Okay, when we can have closed traverse and when we can have open traverse. If the starting and end point of the site is closed and is same, then the traverse is said to be closed traverse. For example, like whatever our field, okay, so our field our starting and end point will be the same. So for example, A, B, C, D, E, F, and again it gets closed with A. So this traverse is closed traverse. So whenever we are doing the work in our land, like for housing or lake or pond, so those field work should comes under closed traverse. What is open traverse? If the starting point and ending point are not same. Sorry, A, B, C, D, and E. The starting and end point are not same. Then the traverse is said to be open traverse. So what type of work is are called open traverse? Whenever we are doing the survey work, where with road surveying, railway work, canal laying work, then sewer pipeline, then water pipeline, these works are comes under open traverse, since our starting point should be at somewhere else and our end point should be at somewhere else. It won't meet each other at any time or any situation. That's why those works are comes under open traverse. Now, what is included angle? So included angle is nothing but, next, what is included angle? The difference of angle between the forebearing of next line to the back bearing of previous line is called as included angle. So for open traverse or closed traverse, we can have our included angle. So now how the way we can calculate our included angle, or how the way we can say the included angle. Here we can have our closed traverse like this. So this is point A. So this is point B. So this is point C, and this is point D. So corresponding to their forebearing as well as back bearing of that particular line, we have to calculate. So theta, this is AB. Similar way, we have to calculate the theta for the line AD. Similarly, BC and BA is the back bearing of line AB, and here this theta is called forebearing for the line CD, and here the value is the back bearing for the line BC. This is the back bearing for the line CD. This is the bearing for the line DA. So here the closed traverse is running in clockwise direction, which means A, B, C, D and A. So the closed traverse running in a clockwise direction, so that our included angle is the forebearing of next line and the back bearing of previous line is called included angle. And if our traverse is running in a clockwise direction, then our included angle will be the interior angle. So here alpha is the interior angle, alpha 1, alpha 2, alpha 3 and alpha 4 are the interior angle or included angle of a particular traverse. Here the sum of all included angle, which means alpha 1 plus alpha 2 plus alpha 3 plus alpha 4, the sum of all included angle will be equal to 2n minus 4 into 90 degree. Then only our entire work is correct. This is the check for the closed traverse running in a clockwise direction. This is with respect to our included angle. So our included angle is nothing but the forebearing of next line to the back bearing of previous line. The difference between these two angle is called included angle. This is for the traverse running in a clockwise direction. If it is running in an anti-clockwise direction, then our included angle will be exterior angle. So our exterior angle is nothing but instead of calculating inside, we have to give outside. So this is our exterior angle. If the traverse is running in anti-clockwise direction, if the traverse running in anti-clockwise direction, then our included angle will be equal to exterior angle. So that our check becomes sum of interior included angle. This is we can call it as beta 1, beta 2, beta 3, then beta 4. Sorry, beta 4. So that sum of included angle beta 1 plus beta 2 plus beta 3 plus beta 4 is equal to 2n plus 4 into 90 degree. So whereas n equal to number of points, like here in this traverse it is a 4 points A, B, C and D, so that our n value becomes 4. So this is with respect to our included angle. If it is clockwise direction, we have to go with the check of this formula. Okay, that is our included angle will be equal to sum of included angle will be equal to 2n minus 4 into 90 degree, so that our included angle becomes the forebearing of next line minus the back bearing of previous line. Similar way, if it is an anti-clockwise traverse, then our formula for check will transfer to sum of included angle should be equal to 2n plus 4 into 90 degree. Since our included angle becomes exterior angle. So here this slide shows the formula corresponding to our interior angle and exterior angle for the clockwise and the anti-clockwise traverse. Here the point A and B are in clockwise direction, so that our included angle will be equal to interior angle, so that sum of included angle should be equal to 2n minus 4 into 90 degree. So interior angle should be like this. Alpha 1, alpha 2. In the second case, anti-clockwise traverse. So point A, B, C should be like this in this direction. So it is in anti-clockwise direction. So that our included angle should be equal to exterior angle. So this is our exterior angle. So that our formula has been changed into sum of included angle should be equal to 2n plus 4 into 90 degree. So this is how we are going to check with our included angle. So next, local attraction. First we should know what is local attraction. Our compass have the needle of magnetic. It is manufactured with the magnetic needle. So if it is surrounded with any iron material, okay, now it won't reflect the exact magnetic north and south. So it may get deviated from its original magnetic north to south. So that deviation, whatever it is, that we can call it as a declination. Okay, so now this phenomenon, the deviation with respect to the magnetic north and south, is called local attraction. So how we can define this? Due to the presence of local iron materials, the magnetic north of the compass get deviated from its original position. So this phenomenon is called local attraction. This is how our definition for local attraction. So if any line or any line gets local attraction, means their forebearing and back bearing difference, which may not come as 180 degree. It can either somehow reduced or somehow increased. So for the line AB, if we are going to measure the angle, that is bearing, the forebearing becomes theta 1 and the back bearing, the instrument is placed at point A, and if we are going to bisect the point B, and if we are note down the reading of the line AB, the deviation, it becomes theta 1 and it denoted as theta 1, and we are going to shift the instrument from A to B, and we are going to do the back orientation, so that what is the angle that we are going to measure it, that angle has been denoted as theta 2 and it is called as back bearing. Okay, now the difference of theta 1 is theta 2, it never equal to 180 degree if there is any local attraction. So from that we can find that there will be some iron ore material has presented. Even our watch, our belt, okay, that and all called as iron material. Okay, now even that will affect the our magnetic north and south. So that also will reflect in the readings. Okay, so whenever we are going for survey work with the compass, okay, now we should avoid the wearing of watches, okay, watches, belt, those things we can avoid. That is better for us. Now we could go with the video of closed traverse and open traverse. By seeing the video, we can get some idea about the closed traverse and open traverse, and what about included angle, and if there is no any local attraction, how the way we are going to do the calculation of included angle, that we can see through this video. Let's watch our video. Thank you.